hi, hello, and welcome to the Zodiac Academy, Ruthless Boys Edition, Warrior Fae, Part 2.
This is chapters 30 through 40 because there were a lot of pages in these chapters. And I know that we just came on this here internet and said, we're going to do it in 2 parts. We're condensing it. And then Katie and I looked at each other last night.
You guys, these chapters are criminally long. But, you know, and we kept going, how are there 60 chapters? I'll tell you how. Because all the 50s are like one page. That's how. So we got hoodwinked and bamboozled into what we thought we could do. And you know what? Here we are.
Yeah, because I think that we were just talking about this.
Also, Tomi doesn't know. She thinks that we're finishing the book today.
Surprise.
Sorry, Tomi. We did the best we could.
Yeah, I think we were talking about this off camera before we started. I think that these 10 chapters were like 300 and something pages.
I actually think, yes. I think it was pushing 300 pages. Hey, gang, that's a full book.
Right.
In case you're curious. In case anybody wanted to know, that's a full book. Anyway.
All right, let's get to it, shall we?
Let's jump into it.
All right, so I'm going to be breaking down these chapters. I am not going to give you chapter numbers because I just sort of took stream of consciousness notes since we weren't.
We didn't think that this is how this was going to go.
Right. All right, so starting off chapter 30. Orion, or your boy Orion, comes to the rescue again. He's got info about the Magicae Mortuum.
That is not how they're saying it in the
Mortorum.
book. I remember we landed on M&M.
Yeah, we're just going to call it M&M. I was going to try and give you the full name before. I don't know why I tried, because I'll get roasted.
The M&M book.
Yeah. Yes, the Book of Shadows, if you will.
Ooh. Scary.
The concealment spell King is using is more like creating a new identity, he says. It is not just your typical concealment spell. But whoever's face he assumes has to be dead. So that's crazy. Interesting.
Right. Yep. So it's almost as if these people that are sacrificing themselves are also perfect people for him to assume their identity.
Correct.
Right.
You know, they are...
So we're fulfilling 2 things.
A 2 for 1. Special, if you will. Okay, then we find out that Gare Bear left us a little clue in the M&M. Under the spell, beneath the star, you'll find a way. That is written under the spell that Orion finds that he is using for concealment.
Got it. It's like I thought that was in his journal.
No.
Got it. It's in the M&M
Then
book.
she uses his journal.
That's right.
To decode.
Yep. Correct. Sorry. Yes. As
the decoder to figure it out. So his journal is, as we've seen before in the past, is like a big decoder spell.
That's right.
It reveals a list of names of dead people. And I said, choosing his identity? ?
Well, right, because now he is going to attempt the spell that King is using on himself.
So that he can hide himself.
Right.
Run away, essentially. I said, we might have an answer to how to undo King's power, but it requires, in true patriarchal fashion, the pain of a woman suffering under the power of the 4 elements. You know, the 4 boys.
I would like to pause for just one quick second. While I was reading this, I had to back up and listen to this like probably 3 times to follow what transpires in like the next 10 pages.
Great.
I had no idea what was happening. I was very deeply confused.
Okay.
I thought that this was not
clear,
laid out super well.
Sure. Could have used some workshopping.
I was very confusion reading this. I had a hard time. Go on, though.
Well, I'll try and get it right.
Sure.
There's a pretty high percentage likelihood that I won't. So.
Well, I won't know either.
Well, great. But the viewers will let us know.
Great.
Listeners, sippers, please let us know. Okay. So there is a potion using vampire blood naturally to strip King of his power.
Hence why no vampires are welcome in the black card.
Right.
Because
except for that one we were keeping in Marlowe, we were keeping in the caves because we needed his blood to strip the others of their power. Great. So Elise, this is what has to happen. The potion is using her blood. Then Elise would have to feed on King to steal the stolen magic back. And then they must release the power to the sky or it will corrupt them. We decide not to do any of that.
Charlie Day meme. The Charlie Day numbers meme
Murder
is
board.
like happening behind me right now. I was like, huh? Potion. What do we do with the potion? Who's drinking the potion? Does King have to drink the potion? Does Elise drink the potion?
Oh, yeah. I'm assuming he has to drink the potion, right?
Okay. Well, I wouldn't know because it doesn't go down like that. Don't know. No idea.
Well, right, because they don't do any of the things.
We gotta double toil and trouble. We gotta make this potion. It's never mentioned again. I'm like, it's like reading a half-baked harvest recipe. When am I using this? What are we doing with this?
Tegan out here catching strays. To be fair, she always calls for 3 ingredients in which you will never use.
That's what I'm saying. So what are we doing here?
Well, don't worry. They decide to make an amplifying chamber, which...
Smart.
Yes.
Smart move. Smart.
But also...
Because they can't find him. He
can't see.
He, she, they.
Right.
Can't
see King.
Correct.
Yeah, Gabriel can't see him, so we're gonna
Please, she. Could be a she.
Gabriel can't see them. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Right?
You said him. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So they decide to make an amplifying chamber. My thoughts on this is I didn't realize an amplifying chamber was easy to make. Wouldn't they be everywhere if they were this easy to construct? It felt very special when we were in underground under the water with King and, in the caves. Just a thought.
Also, why haven't we just made one of these like
From the
3
jump.
books ago?
Correct. What? Just a thought.
This also struck me as very odd too. So like all the boys contribute, right? You've got like the ice, and you've got the fire, and you've got the
Captain Planet.
Right, all the elements are used. But Ryder, because he's earth power, earth magic, he's able to wield metal, which I sound dumb right now because I know metal, I guess, like does come from the earth.
Yeah.
But like I was surprised when he was like, and let me just like scaffolding.
It seems like that would have come in handy in many other scenarios.
That's
in
exactly
which
where I was going with this.
or
I don't know. So why are we stabbing people with like wood sticks? Why aren't we like a knife
or fashioning a sword from one's hand?
Thank you.
Like iron, even a crowbar, if you will.
Anyway, just a question. Just some questions I have.
Just some food for thought, if you will. Throwing it back to Half Basic Harvest. Okay, so we make the amplifying chamber ostensibly to see King's movements better, right? Mm-hmm. Gabe sees a shitload of stuff. He's seeing the thing.
When he's having a vision, what are you seeing? Okay.
For those of you who can't see, I'm imagining he's sort of having a seizure.
Right. Eyes are closed, but the eyes are tracking inside.
Like open and they...
No, I think they're closed.
Oh, but you
I
can
think
see it,
but like you can kind of see his eyes like moving back and forth.
I kind of am imagining
something from a movie, and I'm having a hard time.
Where their eyes, like, I'm sort of imagining where their eyes, like, go cloudy.
Oh.
And they're, like, open, and he's like,
So like Charlie when he's asleep with his eyes open?
I don't care for that.
Yeah. Well, we know that his eyes stay open because they talk about him just kind of like glazing over when he's having a vision. So
right.
But I was just curious.
I'm still imagining some like rigid rigor.
He also built himself a throne, which I thought was hilarious. And he's like, because why not? I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Honestly.
Why not a throne?
In this series, why not anything? Everything's on the table. Okay, so Gabe sees a shitload of stuff, a throne with the twins on it together. Interesting. Then the throne splits apart? Question mark. Orion fighting his enemies with Darius at his side. Twins being bullied and then rising in a tower of flames.
He also sees all the celestial counselors on the throne. He sees all of the heirs. So he's seeing like all the possibilities, right?
Correct.
So
these were the ones that I really honed in on that were around the twins.
Sure. And again, I'm locking in right now. He is absolutely related to them.
Yeah, I feel he's the brother.
Yes.
I feel very convinced that he is a brother and not a cousin, not a
I agree.
uncle.
1000% agree.
Yeah. Because
The real question is he half brother or is he full brother? I think half.
You think half on mom's side?
Yes, because their mom is a harpy.
Right.
Yes.
At least they share a mom.
They definitely share a mom.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Which I'm very happy for our girls now that they'll have
family.
some family.
And, sorry, there was almost an accident right outside the window. And now they have someone at the academy too, because spoiler, if you're listening to this, then you've already done the work.
Probably have already read
at
Zodiac.
least books 1 through 3. Mm-hmm. We know that Gabriel shows up. We know that he becomes a professor. Mm-hmm. It's also in the later chapters that we'll discuss very heavy-handed with the professor bit. Yeah. Correct. Okay, so Gabriel also sees King claiming the throne and becoming the most powerful Fae in all the land. Don't love that prediction. Would like for that to not come true. Please and thank you. He sees Gareth, and Gareth tells him to save Elise because the power will destroy her and to let her bite him. So I thought...
Let her bite him. She bites him all the time.
He says, I'm going to save that in the old Rolodex. Feels important. Going to do that. But what's interesting is, well, let's flip back to the potion here for a second. So the potion required the vampire blood.
Correct.
And then Elise had to feed on the king to steal the stolen magic.
Feed on king to steal the stolen magic. Correct.
She's going to suck the power.
Immediately release it.
Vomit it into the sky. Right. Or it will corrupt them. So is it at that point that she's supposed to, is that what he's saying? Like at that point she needs to bite Gabriel?
I have no idea.
Okay. I still have no
idea.
It hasn't come back to us, so
not a clue.
We'll see. He also sees Ryder getting killed by the Lunar Brotherhood.
Okay.
And as a Ryder stan, I didn't care for it. I don't like it. I'm mad.
When do you want to talk about that? Do you want to pause or do you want to talk now or do you want to wait later? Because it comes up again.
It does come up again. We'll talk about it at the end.
Okay.
Yes. I said he sees Ryder getting killed by the Lunar Brotherhood again. It cannot be diverted. The star is also called Gabe, the Son of Fate. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop. Katie got a little further ahead of me in her reading than I did.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So say nothing. Give me no facial expressions, no nothing.
Okay.
Because we all know that I'm out here riding for Ryder. I'd like to make merch that says riding for Ryder.
Okay.
No?
No, I'm not. This has nothing to do with I just find it I feel like there's a little more something to that. I wonder, yes, the
Rider or the Son of Fate?
The Son of Fate. The
Yeah.
Son of Fate piece. We can, it's fine. We can go on.
I wonder if we are going to find out that he can control the fates.
I
can
am
change
suspecting
the stars,
that as well.
if you will.
Or he is, a big theme in this is is there free will or is it all up to fate? And we have sort of found out that Gabriel has figured a kind of workaround. He's like, well, if I nudge them to turn left instead of right, then I don't a whole new set of options play out, right? So I wonder if we're going to find out that it's not every fate is set in stone, even if it is set.
Do you think that Gabriel... All right, so we talk about the stars, right? Yeah. The celestial beings you want to call them. Do we think that Gabriel becomes one of those?
Wow, I had not even considered that. Sure.
And that is how he...
So he becomes a three-eyed raven?
Okay. For those of you listening, that made absolutely no sense, but just know we share one brain cell and it was there. Okay, the last thing that Gabriel mentions that he sees is the quote unquote biggest black card meeting to date, and it is going to be in 1 week's time, and that is the opening for their attack mode. Okay, great. What happens between now and when we go there is crazy.
Not our business.
Okay, Elise has a flashback of Gareth. This is how we're getting the stories. She's having, I'm using this in air quotes, flashbacks,
It's like
dreams.
a dream. Yeah, because she's wearing that crystal.
Correct. The cloudy crystal, as I like to call it.
That's right.
And I am convinced that these are not dreams, that she is tapping into his memories.
Well, right, because we know that his memories are locked in that crystal.
And we know that we have to have some of his blood, which, like, are we going to get?
How are we going to get that?
But is it really his blood, or is it blood that they share and she could unlock it with her blood?
That's
where you're headed.
His blood runs through my veins.
Half of his blood, because they don't share the same parentage.
Sure.
All right. So Elise has a flashback of Gareth of a Pegasus kink at the sparkling Uranus. These Pegasus, they're really taking it. Literally,
they're all
over
everybody.
I said, but was it a flashback, or does the white jasper, that's what it's called, the cloudy crystal, help amplify Gareth's memories for Elise? We agree. Yes, they do.
I am certain that that's what's happening.
All right. So Gare's journal gives us a little more information here too. Decoder ring journal. It has a hidden map with a hidden pair of dice from Arcane Art. So like the multi-sided dice. And I have written here, quote, "Fate will guide me. Long may it hide me until my angel can find me." This is what it reveals to Elise and co. So we know angel, that's Elise. That is how we referred to it. So it sounds like fate. I don't know. Fate will guide me.
Interesting, too, that Gabriel's pet name for her is Angel.
Right.
Right?
Fallen angel.
So it is very, to me, Gabriel is like,
the key.
He's the key to all of this.
So I'm like, fate will guide me. We just found out he's the son of fate.
Okay,
right?
So Gabriel will guide you.
Long may it hide me. The spell, I guess.
Right? Yeah.
And then until Angel can find me, until Elise can find him. They start rolling these dice because it is a game of the fates. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it landed on metropolis area cities, and the number 5. And then they said 5 is the number for freedom and sense of adventure. So I'm guessing that we are going to find out that all of these cities that they have rolled is where Gareth has been. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's where he is currently.
Yes.
But where he has been. That is the trail.
I feel like they could like track him to these places.
Yeah. I imagine this is sort of like, I watched Charmed and Buffy.
Sure.
This is like scrying, if you will,
yes.
if you're nasty with the witchcraft.
That's right.
There was also something in here about a sacrificial reading. Did you catch this with the draining dagger?
I did catch this.
I said, interesting.
Who has a draining dagger?
I think we know someone.
I am shocked at the level of involvement that Lance O'Ryan has. Like, I am shocked, truly. And the overlap is overlapping. Like, it is really, really heavy in this last 2 books of Ruthless Boys.
Because for the storyline purposes, you have to make it work.
It also is really throwing me for a loop that this is 5 years. Like, I'm having to remind myself that this is all happening before Zodiac.
Right.
Right? So I'm like, okay, so they're all, how much older are all of them than the twins and the heirs? And, like, I'm trying to keep in my mind how, and like, okay, so are they Rosalie's age? Yes, because the heirs. The twins.
Yeah.
Right, because they're the same age as the heirs, and the heir is Caleb, which we see Caleb several more times. Like, it's weird, and I am really surprised.
Publishing order, these came out after the first 3 Zodiacs.
I don't know the answer to that.
It would be curious. Producer
I
Tony.
can do a quick search while
Okay.
you keep talking.
So just because I'm thinking in terms of the tie-ins to the series, right?
Yeah.
If they had written the first 3 Zodiacs and they knew that they wanted this character to come through, they knew how heavy-handed they needed to be on the back end to make it make sense.
Right.
So that would make sense to me.
Okay.
All right. So moving on, we're back to Cousin Juniper.
These published so fast. October 25th, 2019. December 6th, 2019.
Sorry, is this for Ruthless Boys?
This is Ruthless Boys.
Okay.
February 21st, 2020.
Yep.
August 31st, 2020. April 30th, 2021.
It's almost like a stream of consciousness.
That is crazy.
Like they just kept writing.
Yeah. Go on. I'm sorry. That's crazy.
Okay,
and I'm
so
going to look at the Zodiac stuff now. Too.
Cousin Jupiter, let me try that again. Cousin Juniper gets pregnant. Dun, 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 which is simultaneously good and bad. Because obviously
she's pregnant.
She's pregnant, but
good.
she's pregnant with a Griffin's baby.
It just buys them a little time, kind of.
Kind of. But of course, Lionel has worded a Fae bargain, if you will, a Fae deal, so that he won't release Rory from his imprisonment in Darkmoor Penitentiary until a storm dragon is born. Well, we know that's a problem because Juniper's been impregnated with the Kipling brothers' sperm, and they are griffins, so that's not going to work.
Okay, quick, just to give you so Zodiac Academy 0.5 was actually published first, which is crazy.
Okay.
Then 1, 2, 3 came out before before Ruthless Boys book 1. But book 3 of Zodiac came out like 2 weeks before book 1 of Ruthless Boys.
Okay, that makes sense. Because it would have already been written, right? So,
yeah.
That makes sense. That tracks for me. Okay. All right. So Rory won't be released until we get a Storm Dragon baby. We know that's not the baby that Juniper is currently carrying, so we've got a little fly in the ointment here.
Also, hey, Juniper, are you okay? Like what? Like you've just been impregnated by someone that you don't know. And you've been hoodwinked and bamboozled, and like there's some crime that's been committed here. Many crimes.
Sure.
But like,
Sure.
that is fucked.
Do we think that we get to meet Juniper in Zodiac?
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
Like she's ostensibly still having babies.
Like passing or something.
Because assuming that nothing happens to Dante, he can't get out of this bargain that he's struck until
I don't know. Well,
unless there's some sort of loophole.
We know that the Darkmoor Penitentiary like series exists. So I don't know where in the timeline it exists. Like, has it already started?
Well, we're
like
hoping
in here, right? So, but it can't because we're
Rosalie's
hoping that Rosalie has aged up.
Right.
I
this
don't
is
know.
a problem. The Storm Dragon offspring is a problem.
Well, right. So now, does that mean that he's going to like offer his actual sperm at some point in hopes?
I think that is where we're led.
Sure.
Because Lionel goes on to threaten a death bond on Rory.
But plot twist.
Using Rosa as leverage.
He's already fucking done it.
Right.
We don't know that.
Correct.
But we quickly find out
that
he's already done it.
He's already agreed to it.
He is such a rat bastard. You know what? Remember last week's episode we were talking about like somebody we'd like to slap? It might be Lionel A. Crux. Because for real, fuck that guy.
If he would just use his powers for good.
No, can't do that.
Because he is
a man?
out here playing chess.
Pisses me off.
Did we determine, is he a blonde-haired man? Does he have like...
He's not Daddy Malfoy. That's where you're headed. That's not our Fogwarts alert here. Does he have blonde hair, though?
Right. I can't remember how he's described.
No, because Darius has dark hair. No. He has dark hair.
Okay.
I like where your head's at, though.
That's all I'm picturing in my head.
Sure.
Is Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, we do come to find out through Leon's conversation with Rory that a fucks has already gotten to him. The deal has already been struck.
I feel so
obviously Rosalie and Rory are mates. Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Because, like, I love you. I love you. You're my dearest friend. But if somebody was like, I'm going to put a death bond on you, I think I might have to bow out.
Okay.
I think I might have to bow out. You wouldn't want that for me. I wouldn't want that for you. I would understand. I'd just be like, make it quick.
Okay.
Bury me in designer. Send me off.
You are not okay.
No, I've never been okay. All right, so then we pivot a little bit here. Leon collects 2 midnight amethysts because they go back to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
again, I ask, why?
correct.
Why are we doing
So we
this?
go back to school, where King
Knows that she is and everybody
Right.
is. And hello, King knows that Gabriel, like, betrayed them.
Right. So this seems like a dangerous plan, but boy, do they just decide to do it. So Leon acquires 2 midnight amethysts, which are pure luck. And he says, Elise, I think you should carry these because we can use all the luck we can get.
He has more than, he's got one for all the boys.
Yes, but she gives
And
Elise
he gives
2.
2.
And then what I think is very cute is Elise gives one to Eugene, a.k.a. Genie. Genie and his squad of misfit toys.
Girl crush. Somebody's got a little crush on Genie, and he is oblivious.
Because
no idea what's happening.
He just wants to be part of Elise's harem. Which is
so
so crazy.
It's so funny.
Am I in the harem?
Am I in the harem now?
All right, then Grayshine being a creep out here again.
God, he's so weird.
He keeps trying to meet Elise alone in the office, which is sus as hell.
Yeah.
And he threatens to take her scholarship from her. Gabriel goes with him or goes with Elise to meet him because he's like, over my dead body, are you meeting him alone?
Sure.
He could be king. And Gabriel says, basically he says, listen, you've missed too much school, which is so funny because as you addressed before, nothing has been said to the boys. Nobody's worried about whether the boys are going to fail out. The patriarchy prevails here. And Gabriel inserts himself and says, no, I'll be your tutor. And in all caps I have, he's interested in teaching. Even after the meeting with Elise and Gabe, he's Principal Grayshine is still trying to meet with our girl Elise alone.
He is a persistent little fucker.
He reminds me of somebody, and it's going to come to me in a minute.
Okay.
I have like a very clear picture of who he is in my mind, and it's an actor that plays a nerdy principal in a movie, and it'll come to me.
Okay.
Then we have a cute fatherly meeting with Professor Titan. Sans a king because Elise says, no, like, it's fine, it's Titan, I can go by myself. She sort of sneaks out and, like, does the whole deal. She tells Titan that she missed him.
Well, Gabriel sits outside
Right.
and waits for her. He's like, I'm not letting you go totally alone.
But like, I know that this
yeah.
is important to you, that this
Yeah.
is an important relationship. You're right, he does sit outside.
Yeah.
And she ends up telling Titan that she missed him. And I said, well, this can't end well because we can't have nice things. So let's flash forward to the battle scene.
We have to because, yeah.
This was a weird transition, though. We went sort of from that and we segued.
Well, also, can I tell you something else that really fucking bothered me in this conversation? They bond over their grief.
Right.
He has this dead daughter. It's very sad. She is kind of filling this void for him of like his lost daughter. He is filling this void of her
father,
lost dad.
yep.
But he encourages her like, I'll never be your dad. And I think you should try to have this relationship. Like, it was a lovely moment.
It
and
has me ruined.
Almost immediately ruined.
Correct. Yeah, because again, everybody on campus and in the wider world knows that Marlowe is her dad.
Correct.
Because
Marlowe Altair.
please, yes. Right. So he's like, I think that you should explore, having a relationship with your dad. Anyways, it's not going to end well, as we know. So let's flash forward to 1 week later, and we're at the battle with King.
No, Amanda.
I said, under the mountain, question mark?
Can we just skip to the reveal? Or do you want to go through battle? Do you have some notes on the battle?
I do have some notes.
Go on.
I said, Avengers assemble and decide to take down King at the, quote, biggest black card meeting yet. Using the M&M spell to strip King of their power, we get damn near close to Dante dying. Didn't love that. And killing King, but of course that would be too easy. And then we get the reveal. And do you feel proven?
We know who King is. We finally see it. The mask slips, and it's fucking Titan.
Yeah.
And god damn it, I fucking called it.
You did.
I called it. I knew he was like, he's mad about his dead daughter, and we're gonna try. And I am so mad.
Well, Jeannie does save the day, so we can have a win there.
Okay. I want to talk about Eugene now.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any other notes on the battle?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I have some other notes, but they're not specific on the battle.
Okay. Eugene has now saved the squad. This is the third time.
He's the Geraldine.
He is the Geraldine. He is, if he's not a member of the harem, I think it's sad because he wants so desperately to be.
Right.
But Eugene has turned out to be like maybe low-key the most important character. And I don't mean like the main man, but like without him, they have died now like 3 different times.
Right.
And I know that Gabriel can't see people that he doesn't know very well. Like he can't like see their futures and I'm here to tell you, if at this point, if I am Gabriel, I'm making myself get to know Eugene because he has now saved them.
Well,
thrice.
We also know that in his order form, because he's a rat, he sees
a Tiberian rat. Please
respect.
Put some respect on his name.
He sees and hears so much.
He's a little spy.
Rat.
Yeah. Yes.
So I agree with you. I think that justice for Jeannie.
Justice for Jeannie.
Justice for Jeannie.
Hashtag justice for Jeannie.
And I will be devastated if he turns on us.
No, I can't. I
will not be accepting that.
I don't accept that.
All right.
No,
so
no, that can't happen.
Well, we can't have nice things.
No,
so why would we literally just went from having the most tender moment to that man being the arch nemesis of this series. So why would Eugene being bad be out of the question? Do you think we're going to see Eugene in Zodiac Academy? Is Eugene going to die? These are things that are happening in my brain. I would like to point out so that was the big battle scene, right? Like we've had the battle scene
again. And he gets away again.
Correct. We barely make it out alive.
Again.
Correct. But we do make it back to school. Because where else are we going to go?
No, but like Dante actually almost dies.
Almost dies.
Like,
he like makes peace. Let me see her one more time.
And like Elise like heals him just enough for him to not like die. It was.
I have some follow-up questions about that. I know that we've healed people.
Yeah.
Before. But have we healed people with like super traumatic?
Yes,
violent?
Leo. We bring him back from the dead.
We did.
Yeah, and remember they all give him the death gift?
Right.
In the cave when they get
Yeah,
Marlo?
I guess I was just thinking that was like I'm imagining that Dante's wounds in this were like he was like shredded.
Sure.
So like what does that look like?
Back together? I don't know.
Okay. I didn't
Magic.
like what you did there. I don't like that.
I don't know.
I was more imagining like a knitting.
Oh God, that's somehow worse.
Cast in pearl. Okay. Sorry, let me find out where I was. All right, so we make it back to school naturally.
Let's go back to school after we just revealed that the big bad guy is at school.
And I have a side note
stupid.
here. Gabriel takes Elise on a flight with him in his harpy form.
Yeah.
Right? Her hands are around his neck.
Yeah.
So she's like chest to chest with him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where do her legs go?
They're wrapped around his waist. She's like this.
Okay.
Or she's on his back.
Well,
she can't because the wings.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
you think her legs are just
No.
dangling?
I knew that had to be the answer, but I'm like, what happens when she gets tired? Because they go on a rather
lengthy,
extended flight. I just have some questions.
Maybe
about
he's got like a baby Bjorn.
I would like a baby Bjorn.
I think he would do that for her.
I would like an Elise Bjorn.
Hop in.
Just
if I get to be
Twisted Sisters, if you ever see this, please give us an Elise Bjorn. All right, so Elise continues to have the very specific dreams / memories of Gare Bear. I said here again, I refuse to believe he's dead. I will not accept that as an answer. I refuse. That is not how this is going to go. And I will riot if we get to the end of this and he's actually dead.
See, now I'm questioning like what I read, if it was in what chapter, because I accidentally read an extra chapter. And now, okay, go on.
Elise is not dealing with the Titan King reveal very well.
No. She is
right.
Very upset.
And when they get back to campus, naturally, Professor Titan has had a family emergency and is no longer on campus. Right.
Right.
Yep. And then there was some sexy teacher time with our boy Gabriel. And I said, the ghost hound is back with our boy Ryder.
I cannot figure out what's up with the ghost hound. I have a theory, but I'm not certain.
I have a theory that the ghost hound is the thing that changes Ryder's fate and is the only way that he doesn't die.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because Gabriel can't foretell like an animal. Like, it's
right.
not.
It's not within his purview.
Right. That is exactly my thought.
I love the ghost hound. Mm-hmm. I, in fact, would like a ghost hound.
All I can see is the fox from Quicksilver. Onyx.
Oh, and I'm imagining, is it Coraline that has the little like fox dog thing that's dead?
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm imagining a ghost hound looks like.
Oh, there's the little skelly dog too from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Like all of that.
But not that. That's not it. But no, I'm visualizing Onyx from Quicksilver, and if you've read Brimstone, then you know, and that was
crazy.
Fucked up what they did, what Callie Hart did to me in Brimstone. Go on.
Okay. So we take this flight, right, to go meet Dad P.I. Bill.
Daddykins. No, Dadsy.
Dadsies.
Dadsy.
Because Bill has a lead. Frank Calder.
Can I tell you who Bill is? I have cast Bill. I finally cast Bill. I think you're going to like it.
Is it You Better Call Saul? Because that's whom I'm imagining.
No.
Okay.
No. Gary Oldman.
Oh, I love Gary Oldman.
Right.
But in my head, he's Better Call Saul, that character.
Saul from Better Call Saul. Okay. He also is go on. It'll come to me.
So P.I. Bill, Daddykins, finds a lead, and he finds an identity, Frank Calder, who has been bebopping all around the place. And they find a photo of him, or was it a passport?
Passport.
A passport photo, and it's fucking Gareth.
Right.
Elise is like, no, that's my brother. And then, so we track him down, we find him, and this guy's a blazer. Are you joking? All of this to find out that he's a drug addict?
Bill Camp.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Okay.
But I was reading this yesterday, so April Fools, it's not Gareth. This man has like assumed this fake identity that Gareth was using to hide his own identity because he found some abandoned car. He is a blazer. He found an abandoned car, and there were a bunch of concealment spells on it, which we know Gareth is excellent at. And he finally tinkers with the magic long enough that he gets into it, finds a shitload of cash, fake passports, and he basically just steals all of it and assumes the identity of the person, Frank, so that nobody will track him down and steal the money from him.
Right. But the problem is that he's using Gareth's face.
And so is Gareth dead.
So I fear that means that Gareth
But
is dead.
I can't decide was the spell there? How would he have known the spell?
It's a good question.
Or is he just really good at
like a concealment spell.
correct.
Great question. My immediate takeaway was that was confirmation that Gareth was dead, which is why Elise goes fucking crazy. But you're right. How would he know that spell? Maybe he was just doing a concealment spell that got him close enough, because even she says
it's not quite right.
Yeah, something's a
like
little
the
off.
freckles and stuff like that. So
maybe you're right. I went to the conclusion that was confirmation Gareth is dead, but that is
I choose not to believe that.
Okay.
But we are back to square one, and that's why I thought she went postal. Is we were so close, and yet this is another
also
dead
fair
end.
and also maybe.
All right, so we end this series of chapters with
Hey guys, that was 10 chapters, in case you're curious. 10.
with a bit of a cliffhanger for us because again, this was a lot of pages. So Gabe sees that Ryder is going to die. He's already seen it once. Now he's seen it. Well, he's seen it
multiple times
but
now.
He is seeing the same scenario, and he can't stop it. I said, "Fuck my life." He tells Ryder what's about to happen because the gang is restless, right? The Scarlet.
Everybody's upset.
Scarlet has now called for Ryder's head, basically, because she feels that he has abandoned them and that he no longer serves their interest, and how could he be a traitor and work with Dante and make peace and this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, remember, Scarlet is the whole reason that all
we're
of
in
these
this.
other people are dead.
Right.
And we end with Ryder and Gabriel walking
Waltz
in
the bar. For Ryder to turn himself over.
to the Rusty Nail. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
to turn himself over to Scarlet.
Knowing that he's about to
die.
get.
But
Gabriel also sees that he takes some blows in this, and Ryder is like, yeah, but I'm going to make sure that nothing happens to you. If it's the last thing I do, because Gabriel refuses to let him go in there by himself.
This is, I guess, a spoiler for the first 3 sentences of the next chapter, because it's from Ryder's POV. He is confident that Gabriel is going to come up with a way out of this.
He thinks that there will be enough changes in the fates.
That's right.
He will make decisions that will change the outcome.
That's right.
But Gabriel's like,
no, I've seen every scenario, and there's no way out of this.
I just don't care for that narrative.
Yeah. Well, as far as I've read, it ain't going great. So it's not good. Yeah, I accidentally read an extra chapter because I looked down. I was like, oh shit, I'm in chapter 41. So I bailed. But yeah, that was an accident. Anyway, crazy.
I don't care for that. Yes, so all of that happens in 10 chapters. It was a lot, which is why we didn't feel so bad that we shortened.
How do you feel about the king reveal?
Can I tell you something? I honestly thought that we might get the reveal and the kill all in that chapter, and I was going to be like, what was all this for? So the reveal, I think that we had talked about it.
Sure.
You
were still pretty on the Gareth train, though, that Gareth was king. And
Yeah.
I wasn't totally not
think
on board with that either.
To me, that would have that would have shored everything up in like a perfect little bow, right?
Right.
If she has to make the choice to face Gareth and Gareth is king, then
It's the
you eliminate both of them at the same time.
Right.
Which,
because it would kill her literally and figuratively to murder her own brother.
correct. And I think that to me, it would have solved the, okay, but Gabriel is in Zodiac Academy.
Right.
And if he's mated to Elise, then he would not be well. And we meet him and there is no apparent unwellness. So that would have like tied everything up to me. But
Yeah. So, okay. These are your last chance here to make some last predictions. Does Gabriel mate with Elise? Because it has still not happened.
I think so.
You do.
I really am holding out hope for him that happens.
Okay.
Just
What
because
if he mates with somebody else?
I thought for a second he was going to mate with Ryder, if I'm honest.
That's crazy.
Because, and even Ryder says it like in or Gabriel says it in the last chapter from his POV before they walk into that bar. He was like, without you, you were always going to be a part of my life. See the tattoo.
Right,
you were always
right,
going to be
right.
important to me because without you, I never would have opened up.
Right.
And I never would have had this. And so I thought, oh, maybe they're, because mates can be not like
Sexual.
right. So I was like, oh, maybe they are mates and they
Wait, I think we skipped something that was kind of nice in this, and I'm not remembering now if I read it in the chapter I wasn't supposed to read or not, about the lunchroom scene with Ryder's tattoos.
yes, we do find out that he has tattoos for all the boys.
Yeah, no, but
And
his
that he's-
hand tattoos.
and it says
He
free.
Yeah, so I thought that was really
His
a
knuckles,
big moment for
instead
him.
of pain, it
says no, instead of lust,
Sorry,
it says
free.
free. And I fear his arc is now sort of complete. I'm not a little, I'm a lot worried for Ryder.
I ride
Because kind of where do you go from there with him? He's kind of crested the peak for him.
Okay.
So
I don't love that.
I don't either. I am also incredibly worried for Leon. He's too pure. He's
too sweet.
He's too good.
Yeah.
And I'm worried for him, and I'm terribly worried for Elise.
I am what makes me most worried for Leon, and really the pride, if you will, their little pride, is Leon has that book that he's been reading from,
Right.
about how to make sure all of your lionesses
Are happy. Yep,
and your
yep.
pride is happy, and there's like some weird, like it alludes to like having to kill one of your members.
That one of the lionesses like killed her other lioness. Yeah.
And I kind of, it's just been mentioned a couple of times.
Yeah.
That make me think that if Ryder goes, that this whole thing sort of falls
Crumbles.
apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and Leon is like, he's the glue. He's always the one that's like, well, I'm going to make sure that it's Gabe's special week. And Gabe
Right.
and he's very in tune with everybody else and like very observant. Listen, he's a dumbass, but
Sure.
he is very like, oh my
Empathic,
God.
if you will.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that figured out about Ryder's mom and like
Right.
what her order
right. That was another
form
reveal. Was
right.
his
So
mom
I'm
was
just a bunny.
bunny. I can't remember what.
I
kind
can't
of
remember
bunny.
either, but like a bunny shifter.
Which is why the Snapchat filter.
Right,
looks
right,
so
right.
good
Sorry,
on him.
please, Faye chat. Come on. But yeah, I'm very worried. Okay, so you feel
I still feel like Gabriel gets a mate in this series.
I'm just not sure that it's Elise. I am not sure that because we don't know. He doesn't know when he gets it. He could get the mate at Zodiac.
I don't know. There was like a throwaway line about, but I can't remember who they were talking to. Was it Bill, maybe? And it was maybe Bill and Leon, and he was like, yeah, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Right. Yeah. No, they all are saying that. And he also, like, they did the branch thing. Like, I hear you. I'm just getting very worried. And is it going to happen on, like, the last fucking page as, like, Elise is dying and they bond and then she dies? That's fucking sick.
I don't know.
That is sick, and I hope that that's not the case. Yeah.
I just, we're not going to, it's not going to be a happy ending. I don't even think Zodiac has a happy ending. I think that is the gag, if you will.
The gag. You gotta gag them.
So I just don't.
Yeah, I know. Well, at this point, it's no longer, to me, this also is like, this is all just one long series. Like, it doesn't even like, this is the Ruthless Boy, but like, this is all just one.
Well, they're all the same. I mean that in the nicest way. Like, right, there's continuity here of like, we're in the same realm.
Right. So at this point, I'm like, I don't even know that we consider this the end, right? Because then you just pick back up with Zodiac.
The end of the Aurora.
Yeah.
Academy.
Yeah.
Our time at Aurora
And now
Academy.
I'll be curious. Now when we return back to Zodiac, I'll be really curious to see like, oh, we're playing Aurora in Pitbull, like all the little Easter egg drop-ins and stuff for Aurora, like the reverse way.
And we still have to find out what happened to Lance, when his injury occurred.
Right.
Because where we see him right now, he's still very much like, I'm going to go pro.
Right.
So in 5 years, we have to figure out what happens to him.
And I wonder if it's in this, like if he gets, like as you have predicted, that he comes and helps our squad and he gets hurt that way.
That's what I think. You proposed that perhaps it was his family or Acrux, the Acruxes. Lionel specifically.
Because let us not forget that at this point in time, his sister Clara is working and sleeping with and for Lionel.
Daddy, please.
Gross.
Some choices were made. Clara made some choices that were perhaps not my favorite.
I'm also, but like, were they her choices even? Like, that's where I'm headed. I feel it's giving
Stockholm syndrome. Oh,
groomed. She was groomed. She was. Yeah, I'm scared for her. I'm scared for her.
Yeah. Yes. So we will be back.
Okay.
With the last umpteen chapters.
I don't know, whatever the last.
I think it's like 24.
Next Friday. We promise next episode will be the last one. I promise you guys this. It didn't go how we thought because these chapters were
just so long.
Truly, I think this was over 300 pages for these 10 chapters. It was crazy.
I'm sure producer Tommy will fact check us.
That's fine. I would prefer her not to, because she'll be like, you guys, it was actually only 210 and like you should
do better. All right. Well, anything else you want to leave with?
We're at the finish line.
Okay. Well, on that note,
yes,
please go give us a follow on YouTube, Spotify,
5-star review even.
Oh, we would love a review. Apple Music. Mm-hmm. We are across all platforms. We are The Story Is Pod. You can find us on Instagram the same way, and
TikTok?
You can find TikTok,
Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and
Apple Music.
Nice.
Did we say that?
I don't know.
You can find me at 888.
And I am Katie, and I am, what am I saying? Oh, my handle, That's Katie Mitchell.
Perfect. And as always, you can shop the book that we're talking about in the link. Tommy does the Lord's work here. Truly. And doing all of the producing for us. So she will have it down below here, and you can shop the link there. And if you're looking for any other books, you can go through bookshop.org and select Trope Bookshop.
That's exactly right. You sure can. And we'll be back next week with our final episode of Ruthless Boys. Woo-woo! Wee woo, wee woo. Wee woo, wee. Oh, we didn't have a Hogwarts alert in this episode.
Oh, can I tell you something?
Well, I guess we kind of had one because you were thinking he looks like you mentioned Malfoy.
I guess. Also King is Voldemort.
Yeah, he's a Dementor.
But that's different than Voldemort.
Yeah, but he's got the floaty body with the hood. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And he was
Voldemort is
calling-
also just like Sauron. Like it's all like they're all the same. I love it.
Nary an original idea.
No, I didn't say that.
Nary. All right.
Okay, on that note, gang,
Go read your
book.